Hello, everyone, and good evening. Welcome to Reality Hour. I'm Adam Samuel. Today, talking Hollywood Week of American Idol. We finally made it. Joining me for this podcast is my co-host, Grace. How you doing today, Grace?
I'm doing okay, thank you. Back into hybrid teaching officially, so it's a little bit stressful, but hey, we have American Idol. The show that pays Harry Styles' bills, one horrible duet at a time, but we'll get to that.
And we also have Eric. How you doing, Eric?
Oh, that was good. I appreciated that, Grace. I am doing well. I'm very excited to not have a lot to say about a lot of these performances, but some things to say about some other ones. So,
what do you guys think? Hollywood Week's finally here. It was auditions kind of became a bit of a slog. Do you think the promise of Hollywood Week kind of delivered?
I think the 2 or 3 contestants that I was excited about nailed their performances, and I am very excited for one of the girls to win this season.
I just realized my camera's not on. That should be better.
Yes, it
Do I look better now? Now I look better. It was a different camera. Anyway, so yeah, one of the biggest things kind of going into this week was that we didn't have the traditional 3 rounds of Hollywood Week. There were only 2. And we had this kind of format change. For me, I don't understand the whole format change. It just felt like Idol trying to be copying The Voice a little bit.
Especially with the duets. And also they had the judges and the skeleton giving advice. Like, that is straight from The Voice.
What do you think, Eric?
Well, considering I watched The Eclipse as usual, because I don't get paid to do this podcast, and you don't have to pay me a lot of money to watch these judges after a certain point. I'm just, they're just terrible. I mean, I watch occasionally what they say. I'm like, are they're listening to something completely different than us? So I've given up on the judges, given up on the mentor in quotes. And so
I gave up on him a long time ago.
Anyway, I kind of want to just dive in because we have 2 full episodes with like dozens of performances to comment on or not. And to save us time, if I didn't write anything down for someone, it's because they left no impression on me. So
that's a kind of a good question. Like, how are we going to be doing this? Are we going to be going through every performance, maybe like highlights?
I think if you get cut during the performance, that we don't talk about that one.
All right. Well, I don't know. Did you? So overall, were you guys a fan of this new like schedule? How the rounds were done? What's the word I'm looking for?
No,
that I just can't
I've
think
never
of?
been a fan of Hollywood Week, so it's not.
I love Hollywood Week.
I don't like it either.
Oh, you guys are haters. I love the rounds and the. Sure, that was the word.
I am somebody that does not watch these shows for drama. I watch these shows for talent, which I realize is old-fashioned. But, I mean, and there wasn't a whole lot of drama this week either, so.
There was some drama, but we're not going to talk about her.
Are there any highlights to kind of discuss before we get into the actual like deep dive?
Of this, well, we'll get to it as we get to my favorite contestants, because I think there were a couple of truly stellar performances. I think, but we'll see.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna just go straight on in. We're going full. I don't know what's the word. Words are not working for me today, I guess. Anyway, I guess the first like
I'm thinking of The Little Mermaid. Like, what do you call it? Deep dive. That's what we call it.
Well, let's start with the pop. This was kind of the genre challenge they call it, where there's like pop, rock. Which, by the way, oh my god, rock is a very sad category.
I don't understand why they split them into genres. I do not understand that.
I don't like it either. And there were very questionable choices. Like, why are these people?
Why is indie a genre, for example?
It's got to be for casting reasons. That's the only thing I can think of. It doesn't make the show any more interesting. So I don't understand why they do it.
I think the show can say what it wants, but there's only really one rock singer, I think, this season, and yet that person hasn't gone full on rock yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Depends on who you're talking about.
Your favorite girl, you know.
Oh, really? You think she's rock? I don't think she's rock at all.
You don't think she's rock? What do you think she is?
I think she's very like jazzy, bluesy.
So then we have no rock singers this season.
Correct. Anyway.
All right. So it's starting off the pop round. We have the siblings, Liahona, Olayan, and Eamon Olayan.
Names.
And yeah, this was predictable times 100. What was going to cut as soon as they were together? I was like, well, here we go.
By one of you.
And yeah, did you guys kind of think the right choice was made? That would you have sent both of them to the next round, or do you think it was the right choice? I would have
sent her to the next round. I think in this performance, she sounded like she belonged on the radio. She's not necessarily my favorite, but extremely current. And I thought his falsetto was absolutely awful. So,
yeah, it was a little. I was like, like you're almost there. You almost had it, but like it was just a little off. What did you think, Grace?
I thought it was okay, but I mean, she sang No Excuses, which you don't need talent to sing a Meghan Trainor song.
Oh, it's a Meghan Trainor song?
Yeah, I don't like it when these contestants.
That lowers my opinion of her a little bit.
I don't like it when these people pick songs that don't require talent, because it basically shows that. And then her duet, it was the same thing, but we'll get to that in a minute. 2 songs that don't require talent.
I don't think it's necessarily a problem that the song itself doesn't require talent if you can show off with the song, and she kind of did. So,
yeah, she did a pretty good job, though.
There are a lot of people here, so we might go like a little Cliff Notes edition of Reality Hour, just because there's kind of so much to really get through. So, still in the pop round. Next up, we had Liv Grace Blue, Layla Mock, Ava August. Did you guys have a favorite of these 3?
I didn't see Liv Grace, and I wrote F for the other 2. So, no, not really.
I didn't love August.
I didn't love either of them either. Also, I cannot hear "We're Gonna Be Friends" and not think of Caroline Pennell from The Voice.
Yes, that's why I love that. So I love Ava August for that song.
I like that song because it's Conan O'Brien's podcast theme song. That's well,
no, okay. So yeah, Caroline Pennell sang that on The Voice, and then her version was actually used in the movie Wonder, which is a fantastic movie, by the way.
Is that the first time that's happened? I've never a voice cover was used in a movie like that. Blew because I was watching that randomly, and I started hearing this song. I was like, "Wait a minute, this is Caroline. What? This is a voice cover. Like this is. I've never seen that happen before. It'd be like an American Idol cover showing up on." And Caroline Pennell, I loved her. That was one of my favorite seasons of The Voice. I was like.
My take though is she slowed the song down way too much. Ava. I mean. It was painfully slow.
I love that Caroline Pennell version though. Oh my god. I have the studio recording on my phone. And it was also a Napoleon Dynamite. As soon as Ava August got a thumbs up for me just for the song.
Okay.
Eric has no comments.
I just thought it was mediocre at best, but let's move on. Drake McCain. We're now in country.
Yeah. Well, first, should we talk about results? I mean, the only person here was sent home was Liv Grace, Blue, and Eamon. Ava, Layla, and Liahona make it through. Right?
Okay.
All right. We move on to country. So we have Drake McCain, Caleb Kennedy, Mignon, Mason Picks. Did you guys have a standout here that you really liked?
The only type of country singer I don't hate was Mignon, but the other 3 kind of sucked.
What about even Drake? A returning contestant who's just popping up for the first time.
Drake was not the worst, but he was not stellar.
Man, this is not the season for returning contestants. I don't think we lost in the second episode. We lost Zach. Is that it? Is that all the returning contestants?
Yeah, I think so.
Why? That's like a whole bracket. That should be one of the lines of 10. That's an archetype there. There should be an
No.
Grace
Wrong.
is just looking on in horror. But it's an archetype for me.
I mean, I don't like the whole splitting them up into genres thing as it is. I'm not a country fan myself, and honestly, I kind of liked Cameron, but we didn't really get to hear much of what he did with Stay. Plus, it's not a country song, so that was weird. I liked Mignon with I Drive Your Truck. I didn't really like any of the others.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we could also lump in Alex Miller, Cameron McGowan.
Well, Alex Miller was just not my thing at all.
Does he want to be serious or does he want to be a joke? I'm not really sure at this point.
I'll be honest. I like Alex Miller. Look, just hear me out.
I think people will like him, but I can just not get behind that kind of singer.
Every season of American Idol, of The Voice, even America's Got Talent, there's the country guy. They all pretty much sound the same. They always get really far. At least Alex has like a really good personality. Like if I have to make peace that some country boy is gonna be going far, at least give it to Alex because he has like something else there. You know what I mean?
No.
Why not?
I refuse to buy into that premise that they have to go far.
They do. They do all the time, Eric.
I know they do, but I refuse to accept that as something that has to happen.
But once you can accept it, you could start to.
But I can't accept it, so let's move on.
Grace, do you agree with me a little ish?
I wasn't listening. Sorry.
Yeah. That's probably.
I'm just gonna assume that was
what you could have been doing.
I'm just gonna assume she would have sided with me. How do we
Well, I'm not that desperate to assume that someone who's not paying attention just agrees with me.
Cecil Ray is up next. Yeah.
How do you survive? How do you survive this?
Don't know. But what did you guys think?
He screwed up.
He screwed up. And
Carrie Underwood screwed up in Lines of 10 too, and she made it.
Who?
I feel like
Carrie Underwood.
Oh, really? She did?
I don't remember it was some round in Hollywood. I don't remember if it was Lines of 10 or not.
Is no Carrie Underwood. Let's put it that way. Oh,
well, nobody is.
Yes, but in particular, he's not.
Okay, so yes, the dude made a mistake. But once he started singing, what did you think?
Still not my thing at all.
But exactly. Eric, you gotta make peace. There's going to be a country boy going far. Like one of these is gonna probably be at least in the top 5.
And it's probably already gonna be Alex, so we don't really need to discuss the others at this point. Or Eric, Chase.
No comment?
Actually, Chase isn't a joke though.
Chase isn't a country singer.
He was in the country line later on.
Was he?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so of the results, we only lose Cameron.
Okay. I wouldn't tell all of them, but whatever. Not my show.
All right,
not my show.
Let's talk the soul round. So we have Ray. How do I pronounce her name?
I think it's just Ray. She's just trying to be fun.
Ray, Celeste Butler, Xavier Washington, Grace. Should we just go through the entire soul and we'll just talk about the highlights here? Because a lot of names.
I can just say that Xavier, I think, is the best guy in the competition by far. After this performance.
We also have Xavier, Grace, and DJ. So yeah, all those people.
Grace, I think, gave a fantastic performance. Remaining one of my personal favorites and a potential winner of this season. DJ, I saw some people were upset that she got cut already. I don't think it was good enough for live shows, so I'm not complaining that she's already gone. Because if she's not going to sing
Rise Up, and I am so over that song, it's not even funny.
Correct. Yeah, but I think Grace was one of the 2 best of the episode, as expected. So
I think she was the best both times, honestly. No,
you thought Grace was the best of the episode?
Of both episodes, I think, or one of
the second episode, absolutely. First episode, I think Casey was slightly better, but I think but they're both really, really good. So
Eric is full on the Casey train. If you were
No, I'm
aware,
not
you're just
necessarily.
shooting in.
I'm flip-flopping, honestly. I would be more than happy with either of them at this point.
I feel like Grace is more my thing than Casey is, but I do like them both.
Yeah, I think Grace was the standout here. DJ, I'm okay with her getting cut. I feel like she'll probably end up coming back, but
Possibly.
you know, I don't think she was gonna go far either way.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Did you guys have any other thoughts on the soul round?
From them, not really. Let's keep going.
All right, we got Indie Rock. We got Christina Doherty, Hunter Metz, Graham DeFranco, Cassandra Coleman. Yes. And yeah, those are our indie folk. And I think Cassandra was the standout here. And I know you're both going to disagree, but that is my opinion, and I'm sticking to it.
She's not my thing at all.
Boo! She's best piano girl.
Then
I mean,
even though she didn't play piano.
Even if she's best piano girl, the piano girl is you're gonna be really disappointed.
That should be another line of 10. Just piano girl.
We can't just put all of your favorite types of contestants as lines of 10 up.
Well, what did you guys think of this group?
I mean, they all made it through, but none of them are really particularly my thing.
Same.
I was a little bit surprised that
Gil in the chat.
Fine. I will put this up, and I'll put Gil's comment up, but know that I vehemently disagree with the premise.
I 100% agree.
okay.
I don't think that'll be the top 3, by the way. You can never predict it at this point. It's impossible to.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't really into any of these people. I was a little surprised that Graham made it through because Lionel said he didn't think he was entertaining enough, but this is the indie folk category. You're not going to get entertaining from that.
Correct.
I don't know what his problem is.
Yeah.
I liked Cassandra. Like, she reminds me of Florence and the Machine.
She's nowhere near as good as Florence. I'm sorry.
But even discount Florence and the Machine is still good.
It's not in the same universe, but anyway.
And she's not discount. She's really good. Like, just
okay, Adam. We all know you have a type, and so do I, and so does Grace probably.
Wait.
I have a lot of types.
Wait, what's Eric's type? The rockers?
No, I mean sometimes, but rockers and the big voice people can actually sing.
So we got big voice people, piano girls. What's Grace?
It used to be the hot ones, but now I'm old. I'm getting a little old for that. So I don't even know what my type is.
Let's move on.
So yeah, all of them make it through though. So like, good for them.
Good on.
Anthony Guzman, who I've just been like really enjoying. I know he's not going to make it far, but I've just thoroughly been enjoying him. Shinova.
This was the line of wackadoodles. That's the archetype here. We're not even pop. This is the wackadoodles.
This was pop. We also had Eurisbel and Andrea Valles,
exactly.
Erica Perry. I liked Anthony Guzman.
He's good, not stellar. Not a chance he's going to make it very far, but good. Did we talk about Andrea yet or no?
She can sing.
She can sing. Problem is, I've heard this song done way better before.
Well, yeah, we all have.
Can we talk about who Grace thinks is going to win this season? I can't wait for her to be wrong about that, I'm hoping, because if she's...
I haven't made it my prediction who I think is going to win.
Who do you think is going to win?
By the way, it's Cassandra.
No, it's not.
I can
Your
dream.
actual prediction. My
actual prediction? It's impossible. I can't predict. An actual prediction? You really want me? I would go the guy with the guitar. There you go. Chase?
Correct.
That's mine.
I am so excited for this draft.
Remind me who the defending champion is.
It's true. She won Dancing with the Stars.
If you guys are gonna fight over what guys with guitar, I'm gonna pick the people who actually are gonna win this season, which I'm excited about.
I can already predict this. Here's the spoilers for the first draft. Eric's going Casey. I'm going Cassandra. Grace is going Chase or that guy and winning. There you go.
I might not be going Casey actually, but we'll see.
I think he's trying to throw us off the
I have
scent.
my eyes on a few others.
I'm leaning towards Grace at this point, but anyway.
All right. Well, let's move on. Anything else for these people?
I'm surprised. I want to know why Erica was like, "Are you sure you want to cut me?" Yeah, you can't sing, and you spent your whole time flirting. That's a different show that we will never talk about on Reality Hour, unless if we ever talk about The Bachelor, I'm leaving.
Let's go
I'd
back
be
to
leaving too, so there wouldn't be a Reality Hour about The Bachelor anyway.
No, we get enough with Bachelors on Dancing with the
Let's talk
Stars.
about Chase real fast. Because
we go back to country.
And he was the only one that made it through out of the ones they showed.
Christian Magookin, Chase Beckham. Yeah. Chase is kind of the only real major
to talk about
talking point here. I think he could win. Unless there's like, I don't know if we follow a similar format and like top 24 where like the judges make that cut to 14, but if he does, I think he's golden. I think he's going to be very hard to beat. He reminds me of Clark Beckham.
He didn't win though. He should have won, but he didn't.
No.
Well, did you guys enjoy Chase this round?
I did actually. His voice is not 100% for me, but he definitely has a lot of elements that work for winners of these shows, and that's why I still think he'll win.
If he wins, it's hashtag worst case scenario, because he's not even the top 5 best guys this season, and he's like out of all these contestants, I wouldn't put him in my top 10, probably not even my top 15. I just think he's so blatantly mediocre. And if he wins, it would just be so disappointing because we have so many actually good people this year who could and should do better than him.
I think he'll do well because one of the reasons is the format, personally, because he doesn't need to change that much up. Like on season 11, like Philip Phillips had to do different kinds of things. Was that Philip Phillips this season? Oh my God, I don't. Yeah, that was. It was. But, like that, the dimension, I'm like losing my mind. But yeah, he had to switch it up like over the course of the show. But if he, like Chase, I feel like could just stick in his lane and just do well that way.
Maybe. I would just be super disappointed. Honestly, I'm not sure I'd be watching next year if he wins because it would be such a letdown.
Grace, any other thoughts here?
I still think he's going to win, Eric, but you do you.
Grace is going for him first in the draft.
Great. I'm happy.
I have my eyes on a couple people.
Okay.
Well, we're back in pop, and we got Mary Jo Young, Colin Jameson, Claudia Conway. 3 big names here, honestly. Who would you say was the strongest of the 3?
Colin. I thought Mary Jo bordered on a mess, and Claudia was just not nearly good enough. And by default,
I liked Claudia.
This was the best performance
so
that she
like
gave.
professional. Like she,
it was okay. It was okay, but it wasn't good enough.
I just enjoyed that she was so graceful to steal. You know what I mean? Like she seemed she was the voice of reason. Like she was she has it together. I liked watching her. Like, look, I'm sad we lost her this week, but I enjoyed watching her on the show. I think she was like a surprisingly positive spotlight there.
I couldn't disagree with you more, Adam.
I mean, I knew she wasn't going to survive Hollywood the second I found out she was auditioning. Like I said, this was...
Matter of fact, I think that comment deserves an Adam is wrong hashtag.
Look, I know we saw her mother, who's, a whole I don't even know what. Let's not even go there. But her on the show, just
about her on this podcast.
I was just look.
I was debating
all I'm
that.
saying, I liked Claudia Conway on the show. I liked her presence on the show. Yes, there was controversy. I think she was like a positive. Go you guys.
I think showing her mom was honestly the worst decision that she could have made, especially because they literally hate each other.
They wanted her on the show so badly.
Clip it's amazing. Everything you said is just completely wrong. I mean,
do we get a Grace is wrong counter?
No. Rule number 1: the woman is always right.
No,
honestly,
because Grace isn't wrong nearly as often as you, Adam. So she hasn't earned the counter yet.
Okay, I understand that Claudia is 16, so a parent had to go with her to Hollywood. But did she have to bring her mom with her, or did the producers tell her to bring mom so they could show her and outrage the world?
I don't know. I don't want to talk. I really don't want to talk about it because it just bugs me. Anyway,
R&B.
Let's move on, shall we?
Actually, no, the R&B girl got cut. The R&B line got cut. So back to indie folk.
Yeah, R&B. We lost everyone in the R&B, like the highlight, especially like Brianna Tristan, who I really liked.
And they didn't even show his performance.
I liked him. Like, he was a good dude. Yeah, he's just gone.
With no performance, no explanation, no orange slices. Back. I don't know.
No, not even the orange slices. It's the ultimate betrayal. Well, we move back into indie folk. Wyatt, Pike, Emmy Sunshine, Trinity Rose, Liv O'Berry, Murphy. I'm just gonna say I think Murphy was the standout here.
Definitely. I actually think Murphy can win.
What did you think?
I really wanted to like Murphy more than I did.
So you didn't like him?
I didn't hate it. I just wanted to like it more than I did.
Is he the golden boy right now?
No.
Or is it Chase?
I still think that you guys, if you're thinking that a boy is the golden chosen one of the season, that you're wrong.
This is American Idol. A boy is always.
It's American Idol. We gotta go back to form. I mean, just gotta happen, Eric. What the show is. If you try to think otherwise, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. It's like a Game of Thrones quote.
Wow, this show really does suck and not deserve my attention anymore if Gary wins this season.
There was a Game of Thrones quote. It's if you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention. Like if you think your favorite's gonna win, you just.
Oh yeah, I am. The one thing that gives me hope is the YouTube view counts. But
anyway. All right, are we moving on to rock?
Yeah, let's.
All right, so we have Bean, who I've really enjoyed. I just want to say, Casey Bishop. Although, wait a minute, why is Bean in this round anyway? Christian Terry, Aletha Grace, Eric. Who was the standout here?
I mean, if you're gonna tell me if the standout was anyone but Casey in this round, what have you been listening to? Who was the standout?
What did you think? I'm gonna say Grace will speak for me.
I actually thought Casey was the best in this round too, even if I am totally sick of House of the Rising Sun. That's another song I'm sick of.
Okay, that's fair. But she
and
absolutely nailed it.
I'm sick of Benny and the Jets too.
Yeah. I thought Bean was okay, but nothing special, and definitely not worthy of a free judge standing ovation.
I liked Bean. I don't know why. Like this category made no sense. Here's what I think happened. The producers like, oh my god, we need a rock category, but we only have like 2 people. Who else can we like convince to say they're rock? So we have like 10 or something. Because apparently, according to the show, there's like 9 rock singers, but we only highlighted 4, and 1 is eliminated. So we've got 3 rock singers left going in, and 2 of them aren't even really rock singers.
Okay.
No comment. Well, Yeah, so we got in to move on to odds and ends. So really quickly, Zach D'Onofrio makes it through, Annalie List, Alyssa Ray, Jason Warrior, Madison Watkins, Abby LeBaron, Alana Sophia, Rhonda Felton, and Amanda Mena. I was surprised no Amanda Mena, I think, at all these 2 episodes, right?
I'm really disappointed that she's being like completely like shoved aside. Because
at least she's mentioned. That's like a good thing, though. You know, like if they say, and this person also made it through, it's because they're going to be talking about them later.
But the fact that they montaged her audition, basically, and I'm really, really sad that she's probably not going to go very far. But because she's really good.
Move on. Our final performance of the night was Willie Spence. What category was he in?
Either soul or R&B.
I feel like he was in one of those
categories.
I feel like he was shown earlier, and they just like really liked him, so they didn't show him in that round of 10. Like he was probably in another one of those R&B groups, and they just like put him here to kind of bookend the episode. He does All of Me. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I think he's a great singer. I don't think he can win, though. I think they're spotlighting him, but I think he could be in serious trouble. I think he'll make it like the first 24. I think we're going to 16, 24 to 16. I think he'll make it there. Maybe one more round, he'll go 24, 16. And if we go maybe to 12, I think at 12, that's when he's going to be in big trouble. I think he's a guaranteed like top 12 contestant.
Yes.
If he makes it that far, but then he will be in danger very quickly because as much as he might be a great singer, I don't think he's an act America will vote for.
I actually agree with you. I think he is a lock for the top 24 at this point. I do not see a winner at this point at all.
I don't even see top 8, honestly. I think what do you think, Eric?
My issue is that he is one of the 3 best guys in the competition, but I agree that he's not going to go very far.
Yeah, the show can like spotlight him all they want. I just don't think it'll pay off. I think here's what I think actually might happen. I think he'll get a save. Like he might be like a shock elimination and he'll get like the judges will make it a whole show to save him. And even with the save, I don't think he'll have much more gas in the tank. I think he'll be in trouble.
Well,
really.
ABC Idol, everyone who gets saved gets cut the next week. So
it's really true. It's really sad. But yeah, so that was the first episode. Do you kind of want to anything from it that you guys want to go over before we jump right into the duets?
Nope. I think we covered it all. Casey and Grace were the 2 standouts. Everyone else was good to mediocre to bad.
Do you agree, Grace? All right, so we have the duets where very much trying to copy the voice.
1,000%.
Which I don't like. I love the group rounds. I think they're fun. They're ridiculous. One of my favorite group performances was Pia Toscano in season 10, which was Grenade. And it was cool because we actually saw Grenade again. And I was like, oh, this was like the first Hollywood week that I ever watched. And I was like, this is bringing back memories. But yeah. So
I just want to know at one point, because every group round there's a wrench. This time there was a wrench too. When are these contestants gonna like get a clue and realize, hang on, wait a minute, where's the catch? Because every year we see people forming groups early, trying to get a head start, and then they get a wrench. Last year they started forming groups, found out it was duets. This year they find out that the judges are picking their duet pairings. They did this in season
judges,
12.
They mean the producers.
Oh, I know the judges did not pick these pairings. But, like, also, they probably don't pick them on The Voice either. But I just completely lost my thought. But, like, for the people that watch these shows for drama, which I am not one of them, and I don't think either of you two are either, but that kind of sucks the drama out of it. Like, remember in season 12 when they decided the groups for them, and the group rounds were, like, boring as all heck?
Yeah,
it's kind of
fun. I miss the drama, but
there was drama that had nothing to do with rehearsals.
Do you think it was good? Do you think like I was not a fan of this, like that they did this, but do you think it worked well? What did you guys think?
For some, it worked well, but for others, it did not.
They were
But I
just
do
trying to
hope that Harry
manufacture the
Styles got a
battle
good
rounds.
cut out of this episode because
Oh man, I don't
Holy
even like
Harry.
that song. So let's actually get into it. So first up, we have Liahona, Olion, and Layla Mock. I think their name was Makahona. Was there?
I didn't write the
was
duet
it?
names down.
Never did I.
Yeah.
A lot of them were stupid, and one of them was cringeworthy. Which we won't talk about. So,
But they're doing "Stay" by Rihanna. What'd you guys think?
I agree with Katie completely that Liahona was just defeated after Ammon getting cut. But I mean, we knew it was going to
It's
happen.
her own fault. She should know like that's going to happen. The second
Did
you
he-
say you're auditioning with someone, you're in trouble. Very
I
early.
honestly-
one of you is in
week.
trouble. Absolutely, yes.
Every year when
It's
I
like
watch
that
these
chuckles. I'm in
contestants-
danger.
Every year I watch these shows, and half of these contestants do things, and I'm thinking like, and they seem totally surprised. I'm like, do you even watch the show? I honestly think that to myself, like every year, like, do you watch the show that you are currently on?
It's like the gif of the little from Simpsons with the boy on the bus going, "I'm in danger." Like anytime someone auditions as someone else, like there's just
Anyway.
Yeah, honestly, like you two
I
aren't
actually
even
didn't-
singers, and you could probably play a smarter idol game than half of these people.
But what I'll say is that despite the drama, I kind of liked the harmonies on this performance. I didn't hate it. So
I still thought it was. I thought it was okay. B for me.
it wasn't an A, but I didn't hate it. So there's that.
Well, next up we have the beginning of Watermelon Sugar.
Lows.
That just
Hi.
continues to be throughout the
Watermelon
show.
sugar lows.
I can't-
Is that our episode title?
Watermelon Sugar.
Now it kind of has to be because I just thought of it and it's perfect. So
Well,
I mean, one of
with-
them was good. Let's talk about the two bad ones first.
Cameron Allen and Graham DeFranco, Grammaron. Some of these are really bad. I feel like I'd also be really bad at coming up with like group names. Like not my strong suit. And yeah, they begin a long chain of Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles. What'd you guys think?
mediocre. Next.
I think.
Grace?
I mean, Luke said he wanted them to have fun. They didn't. But to be
All
fair, like I think I'm the only person in the world that is not sick of this song, or that is sick of this song. I don't know.
Well, we lose Cameron. Graham advances, and we move on to Bean, who I still enjoy. Bean and Carrie Erickson. They call themselves Dean and Carrie.
Where does
Okay.
that come from?
I don't care. Anyway,
And more Watermelon Sugar. What? Oh God, I've never heard this song until this episode.
Where have you been hiding the last 3 months?
on Spotify and not the radio. Anyway, she was mediocre and so was he, and it lacked any form of energy. Next.
Anthony Guzman and Adriel Carrion. Wait, Grace, did you have anything to say? Bean and Carrie Erickson?
The judges thought that night that they didn't deliver, and like I already figured I would be sick of this song by the end of the episode, and I was right, because of the first 4 performances, 3 of them were Watermelon Sugar. I'm low-key surprised that after Ryan said banned fruit songs, after Katie tried to ban the song, that did not become a hashtag on Twitter.
Well, we move on to Anthony Guzman and Adriel Carrion. They're double A. That's my favorite name of the night so far. Yeah, and they're doing Watermelon Sugar.
I agree that they should have switched because Everybody Wants to Rule the World was just not working. And that song's also kind of a goof anyway, unless they do the Lord thing with it, which I think they tried to do, but they didn't. They were easily the best of the Watermelon Sugars, but I was so sick of this song by that point that I just didn't care.
I thought Adriel has a nice voice. That's all.
I thought it was good. I thought
was
they were the
good.
strongest so
was
far
good.
until this
It was-
point.
It was good. Not great,
Well,
but good.
I thought they were the best, but now we move on to Madison, Watkins, and Deshawn Goncalves doing Stay by Rihanna. And first of all, I love their friendship. It was adorable. This is one of the reasons I love Hollywood Week, is it gives more personality to the contestants. You get to see them off stage, and just kind of being a person. And I really like that they had this kind of friendship, and their performance was really strong too.
I thought it was a fantastic duet, and both of them had great voices.
Yeah, I liked Madison better overall. I kind of feel like I've seen the Deshawn mold on all of these shows now, and I'm kind of like over it. But yeah, they did do a really good job, and I'm really happy they both made it.
Yeah, they were one of the standouts of the night for me.
Yeah, they were probably definitely one of the 4 best duets of the episode. Maybe one of the 3 best.
And Madison plays piano.
Ooh, that's all I care about. Anyway, can we skip the next one, please?
No, absolutely not. Claudia Conway and Hannah Everhart.
Or Harry Styles.
They're rolling on sass. That's their name. And I love this pairing. Like, I feel like the idea was made just for this, because these people would have never interacted unless this had happened. And we got some TV gold out of it. So,
and more Harry Styles royalties.
Yeah, Hannah is just amazing. I don't know if I could see by Eric's face he's going to disagree, but I love this kind of contestant. It's like the Hee Jun Han kind of character on the show. It's like the straight man who's just kind of like just so not, just kind of there experiencing things. And I love
both of them.
What?
I would have cut both of them.
I was kind of hoping they both get cut, because I'm pretty sure Hannah's going to get cut in the next round anyway. But I will say this. They did sing Sign of the Times better than Adam sang it on our podcast a while back.
Low bar. But yeah, I would have cut both of them. Honestly, both of their voices kind of bugged me on it. And yeah, no.
Grace is going straight for the jugular today. I will have you know that I have been singing absolutely nowhere. No heart. You don't get a heart. Get that away.
Or maybe better than the other members of One Direction would have sung it.
You know what? For that, both of them go through. I would have put them through regardless of the argument, but now I'm definitely putting them both. I would have put them both through. I enjoyed them. I liked Claudia's professionalism and her the fact that she was so. Yeah, you know what? Keep going. You can just put that counter up and go 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't care. This is what I feel. How I feel. I really liked Claudia. I really liked Hannah. I love their personality. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, bring it on. Come on. I'll wait. No, go on. We'll wait.
Let's move on.
Oh God, Eric is having way too much fun.
I wish we both had that power too.
Oh, maybe once
it's
I'm
only
like
good because you both don't have that power. That's why it's so fun.
Next up, Alex Miller and Emmy Sunshine doing their band is called Minor Harmony. What you guys think?
She's got a good voice. He's mediocre country. He's gonna make it further than her regardless.
I think he's a lock for top 24 at this point. I'm not happy about it, but I think he's a lock for top 24.
Yeah, probably.
Her vibrato was just destroying me. Plus, I mean, I don't want to hear I Walk the Line on the show unless you're Chris Daughtry, so.
Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. Let's just move on.
Yeah, let's.
All right.
Murphy and Lizzie O'Very. They're called A Different Breed, performing Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. And both aren't wearing shoes, which is like, ew.
Yeah, really.
That's what you're focused on?
That's what I'm focused on, Eric. I pay attention to certain things.
Although with the pandemic, they probably like hyper cleaned the stage.
No, that especially.
God. You know what? Now I'm agreeing. Now I realize that the pandemic was happening when we filmed this. Yeah.
It still is, Eric.
Anyway, their voices did not go together at all, and I thought this was a little bit of a mess.
I thought they sounded good individually, but together it was just, yeah.
I thought it was all right, personally.
I'm surprised that Lizzie even made it this far. Like,
Gil
I
in
thought
the
she got
chat
cut in
said,
the last round.
can we talk about Gil in the chat says, I hope the chicken made it to DC. I really, really hope that. Because at the end of Hannah's
New
performance,
Jersey.
she said she was going to. Yeah. I love that friendship. Like, I love it. Anyway, back to Murphy. Yeah, I wasn't really feeling this one, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought Lizzie got cut after that ridiculous performance in the genre challenge round where she played accordion and sang lights. She should have.
Oh, she absolutely should have.
With one hand. How do you play the accordion with one hand? There's buttons on both sides.
Let's move on.
Yes.
Sandra Coleman and Wyatt Pike. The Lass and the Lad. I thought this was another favorite of mine, honestly, of like my top 3 performances of the night. This would probably be another one I would put in there. Too Close by Alex Clare. I love Cassandra. Like
this
fine
was
wine.
like the song of the season 13 group rounds. Cassandra really needs to, like, I don't know, get some more confidence or stop the whole, oh my god, I'm so nervous act, because I'm kind of getting tired of it.
Ready for the surprise of my comments of the night? I thought both of them were much better in this round than in their solo performances. And I was not in love with either of them, but I will give them both credit for the improvement.
I'm just going to move on. We're just going to let that sit there. But should we move on or let that sit there?
No.
Do we even Adam was right category? Do I
No.
feel like an Adam was?
Well, you're not right because I'm still not sold, but I just noted that it was better than last time.
All right. Well, let's move on to who's up next. Monica Leia and Miguel, the Deuce formula.
They both got
Titanium.
cut. Next.
They both got caught. Rhonda Felton and Funky
Funke.
Funke. Melanated Queens. They were performing Tell Him by Celine Dion and Barbra Streisand. I've never heard this song, but what did you guys think?
Rhonda is the better singer of the two, in my opinion, for my tastes. And then it's just more drama, which I just fast forward through.
Yeah, the end, it kind of fell apart. I think they both forgot the same lyric. And then Funke missed her entrance, and then she fell flat on her face, which I did not want to see. I don't want to see anybody have that happen to them.
Yeah, me neither.
It's not as bad as when that girl fell off the stage, but...
I thought the performance itself was all right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's
I
kind of
think
a
it was-
boring song.
All right. Well, let's just kind of keep it going. We got Willie Spence and Kaya Monet up next. Destined to Be doing Stay by Rihanna. A lot of Stay, a lot of Watermelon Sugar. These were kind of the
so
big
Harry
songs.
Styles and Rihanna are going to have a bomb in summer because American Idol paid their bills.
Yeah. What did you guys think of this performance?
I didn't think it was quite as mind-blowing as the judges thought it was,
Oh, no.
but it was still pretty great.
I thought it was good. I wouldn't put it in my top 3 favorites of the night. It was just not my thing.
It was definitely not worthy of the tears, but to be fair, Katy Perry just had a baby and her hormones are weird. Or the standing ovation from Lionel Richie, but I am very happy they both made it. They did sing it well.
I thought it was better than you guys thought it was, clearly. But none of us thought it was good as the judges thought it was. But
We usually don't.
for me, it was in my top 3 of the episode, personally. I was in my top 3. But
All right. Well, there's a couple performances. I think we'll just skip to Zach D'Onofrio and Sloane Simon. Is that all right? We'll talk about them really quick. I just want to say I really liked Sloane here. Like, I've not seen her at all yet, but I thought she was the strongest person in this duo, and I thought she was pretty good.
Okay.
I don't think either of them would have stood out with a different partner, so I'm not really all that upset that they both got cut here. But
I like that she was so excited to like work with someone from a previous season. Like if I could hypothetically sing, which Grace can attest to, that I have the voice of a dying angel.
you said it.
But if I was on American Idol and I got paired with a previous contestant, Like, that'd be the coolest thing ever. Like, I'd be like, oh my God. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to Chase Beckham and Christina Doherty. Chase and Red is their band name. They're doing July by Noah Cyrus. Poor Sloan got turtle powered. What does that even mean?
I dig it, Zach. Anyway.
Oh. Let's talk about, so July by Noah Cyrus. What do you guys think?
Mediocre to awful.
But Chase made it through.
Yes, he did. I
What
don't
did you
get
think,
it,
Grace?
but I'm glad that he'll make it through, I guess.
I'm kind of
Sorry, I
surprised
just don't get it.
his guitar broke in the elevator and the cameras didn't catch it. Those cameras are on 24/7.
Okay.
All right. Who's up next?
No. Christina looked like a total amateur in this performance.
All right. We have Aletha Grace and Camille Lamb performing their group name is Buy One, Get One. I like that name. And they perform You Don't Own Me by Leslie Gore. What'd you guys think?
I dug it. I like this quite a bit, actually. Both of them did great.
Yeah, I thought they did really well. I kind of felt for Althea when she was talking about her daughter. But that was clearly like just meant to be a dramatic moment, which, I mean, I understand her daughter like can't really help herself. She's only a year old. But yeah, they did sing it well. I don't want to talk.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
All
right. I really thought it was pretty good, honestly. I think they were they were like maybe my fifth or fourth performance of the night, I would say.
Third or second or first.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm just tired and I'm just saying words.
Hunter Metz and Ava August. There's so many performances. Dancing on My Own, which I love this song. And I gotta be honest, I like these two. I think they're good. Like, these are slowly, like, I was pretty low on both of them, and now I'm like, oh, I see them. Like, they're doing pretty good. What did you guys think?
I am so partial to Callum Scott's version of this song that never of their voices really appealed to me. It wasn't bad, but not my thing.
I thought they sounded good together. I think they both should have made it through this round as they did. But yeah, it was all right.
I don't think Ava could win, but she's like a sleeper contestant. I don't know. I'm enjoying watching her on the show. Anyway, we move on to Grace and Alyssa Ray, Grenade by Bruno Mars. This was, of course, I love this. Like, I love this song in the context of American Idol, if that makes sense. Like, I don't usually like this song, but I love when it's like performed on like group rounds because I just remember that Pia Toscano performance back in season 10. And
I like when Michelle Samuel sang it on The Voice too, but she did it with like mostly just a piano, but it was really good.
What do you guys think of this duo?
At this point, I'm willing to declare that Grace is a star. Alyssa did great too. And if only the judges could have shut the fuck up so I have a good quality recording of this one, because I thought this was fantastic. And I was just so mad the judges were talking over it because I wanted to listen to it. And I can't do that with the judges going, yeah, and awesome, and all that other shit they're saying over top of it. It just bugged me. But best of the episode by a mile. I'm very, very excited to see what comes next for them.
What do you think, Grace?
I definitely, like, I knew this was meant to be, like, the showstopper of the night, and it was a really good duet. I wasn't ripping my wig off like Katy Perry was, mostly because this is my real hair, and I'm not crazy. I think these two are both going to be in the top 24 at this point.
I think so, too.
We're both in the top 12, but...
I think, look, I put them in my top 3. That one, I put Madison, and who was the other one I would put? I don't remember who I said. Said it a couple minutes ago. Anyway, Cassandra. Yeah, Cassandra's group, Madison's group, and Grace and Alyssa's group. And yeah, overall, pretty strong Hollywood week. I mean, I enjoyed the episodes. Like, it was fun to watch. I'm looking forward.
I enjoyed it more than I usually do, which is not at all.
I'm a little sad that we don't like have a third round. I feel like the rooms, the rooms where you could obviously tell who's not making it through. Like, I kind of miss it. But I think next week is the Green Mile. So
I think so. I'm not positive about that.
oh, so there might still be one more round.
Is that just the final solo?
I think
The
that's final solo. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like next week. Is it possible there is a third round and that's going to be on Sunday and then Monday is the Green Mile and it's just one episode?
That's entirely possible.
Oh, so we might still get the Drooms. Ooh.
We'll find out.
Anyway, so do you guys have anything else you want to talk about from the episode or kind of anything in general about the show?
Not particularly.
Showstoppers and Final Judgment. It's going to be like a two-parter next week.
Oh, so yeah, there probably is a third round then. Which yeah, I'm looking forward to. But I will say, I'm Adam Samuel. You can find me on Twitter at AdamSoapbox. We're on my two websites, AdamSoapbox.com and AdamCVblog.com. And where can we find you guys? Ooh, Gil makes a good point actually in the chat. They probably couldn't do the room because of COVID restrictions. Very good point.
Yep. I will say I'm Eric Ascher, Eric_Ascher on Twitter, bit.ly/EricLevett, ericasher.com.
Grace.
And I am Grace. You can find me on Twitter at reality2_Grace.
All right, guys. Well, we'll be back next week for we'll know our top 20.
Whatever happens next week.
We'll talk to you then. But until then, stay awesome, dudes and dudettes and everyone in between. Later.